Here's an example of what I mean. That's what the Thai call man sapalang, cassava, as we call it. Make tapioca out of it. Now this is a small little field of it, but it's right here on the fucking coastline. Now, how long do you think that's gonna last? This province is getting developed a lot. The Thai government has designated it a Eastern Economic Corridor. They're encouraging industry to come in here. Not that there isn't plenty of it in Rayong already. Right down that road is a major industrial estate. I use the roads in the estate as my normal route because they're like big broad boulevards with flowers and beautiful trees and hardly any traffic on it. Well, there's about 120 factories right over there. It's a major harbor that they built to receive goods and to ship out finished product goods right over there. And you got a guy growing fucking tapioca root right here, overlooking the coastline. Now, down there is a hotel. I've been here for a number of years, 5 or 6 years. Over there is a condo that's kind of cheap motel room style rooms. Hardly any rooms, but I can't imagine somebody's going to buy that and renovate it, make it look cool. Down over this hill is 2 or 3 or 4 more little hotels, you know, 15, 20, 10 rooms, that sort of thing. One that's being constructed, it might be an apartment complex with about 30 or 40 units in it. Over there. It's okay. Black Dog Road. Call it that for a reason. Black dogs proliferate on this road for some reason. Occasionally he's out in the street when I whip by. This here is Lower Black Dog Road. Closer to Beach Road than to the other main road that it exits out to. Fields of cassava. It's a Thai country house there. Kind of a nice one. Those hills over there are about as hilly as it gets around here. There's some 6 and 8% over there, but not very long. A few hundred meters at a time. Heading up there, it's a steady climb of about 2.5% for about 7 or 8K. That's about it. That's a workout for an old man, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Fields of cassava. My Black Dog Road, right here. We're heading that way. A little further down the road, this is a rubber tree farm on both sides of the road. And this is about how this road is 90% of the time when you're riding it. It's a nice little country route, not far from where I reside. Now this is crosses a little north-south byway. Not a major road. I'm heading up there. It's a village entering into. It's got a lot of mixed housing. You see this kind of stuff too. It's like there's no kind of NIMBYism going on in Thailand. It's another water tower over there for the village. This will snake on around for about 2K and hit the other major road that I go on. And this goes through, like I said, a little village and some farmland. Up here is about 3 aggressive dogs. They like to chase me. They'll see me coming. You can tell when they're getting ready to make a rush at you. They stop, turn, square you up. They set themselves good. And as you pass by, they launch. They can go pretty quick, these Thai dogs. I have to do over 32 kph to outrun them. I don't know what that is anymore in miles per hour. 32, 33, I can stay ahead of them. It's kind of a little game. I think they enjoy it. It's rush hour now. Rush hour and rail. This is what it's like. It's the hell out of the 405 between Long Beach and Bel Air, I'll tell you that. I used to do that 6 days a week for a number of years. Now that's one of the more main roads I'm on. Not horribly busy right now. That runs north-south. I just came up this road. It's a little mango grove along here. It goes down toward Asia Estates. That there, I alternate between calling it the castle and Mordor. Got that chimney there with the fire belching out of it. That's typical old style construction, up on pillars, wooden on top, concrete at the bottom. Water tower for the villages. Anyway, I go down this road and it goes up a little hill and then round to the right, snakes around for about 3K over to the entrance of Asia Estates. And I do that loop and I come right back the way I went in, and I get there, hang a left. It's about 3K down to another, the beach road, and then 3 more K home. It's about 29 kilometer everyday route. Quiet, isn't it? There's these little shops like that one with the blue awning. They'll sell a bunch of stuff. It's like little mini marts somebody started in their house. There's another one in the corner. Cycling in Thailand. I'll show you the castle when we get over there. Somebody's got some banana trees growing by the side of the road. Somebody's house back behind that. Those are banana trees right there and there. When the bananas fill out on there, there'll be a 2-foot long stem jammed with bananas hanging from it, and those trunks of that, it's not really a tree, it's more like a palm. It'll just fall over, people have to support them. There's a castle over there. It's actually a Dow chemical, Dow Thailand, right there. But it looked kind of nice at night. I talk like a redneck sometimes, say, we got castles over here, boys. Y'all come. Yeah, it's one thing after another in Thailand. you see this, there must be miles of these pipelines running throughout these industrial estates. Now this is not one of the bigger industrial estates, and it's new. They're still building on it further north. But this is kind of typical of the roadways here. Right now it's a little bit busier than it normally is because people are getting off from work in these plants. You got basically these boulevards with planted medians and trees and flowers along the way, and normally it's quite quiet. You come for a ride here earlier in the afternoon. It's about as busy as it gets here. Now that beeping and stuff you might be hearing is Garmin radar, you see. It's picked up a vehicle there, and it shows the progress of the vehicle, and when it passes it'll flash green. Yeah. So put on the new bars and stem, and it's made a huge difference in the handling of this bike. Anyway, on with the ride. This is where I turn south again, halfway through the loop in Asia Estates. That road over there, I'm going to head down where that truck just nipped in. Call that dark road. It's not a road like this, it's like a village road. 2-lane, curvy, dark, very few street lamps, nothing like this. There might be in the next 2K, maybe 4 or 5 street lamps the whole way down there. But I know that road, and I know where the danger spots are, know where the sandbars build up, know where the barking dogs are, know where the aggressive dogs are. And I can outrun them all. Just put it in a high gear and go. Cycling in Thailand. This here's dark road. That's my headlight. Now Thai people believe in ghosts, and animism is a essential feature of historical Thai culture, and it still features. It's a combination of Buddhism and animism. And you can kind of get a feeling when you're up country in Isan, out in the middle of the country. There's nothing around, you're just in a little village all by itself. There's nothing but rice fields all around you, and at night kind of hear the ghosts whistling and playing out in the distance, calling your name. Kind of get the feeling of why they believe in ghosts. Now down there where the lights are, there's a street lamp on the right, and then beyond that, where the brighter light is, it's a little mini mart down there, and after that there's nothing for the next kilometer. It's just all darkness. Thai people have a habit of riding around at night without their headlights on, and I pretty much narrowly missed getting mowed over when I was about to hang a right turn. I didn't hear a motor, there was no headlight. I just caught the guy out of the side of my right eye right before I was leaning into that turn. He whipped by me, missed me by probably a foot. And that was the day before I picked up the Garmin radar. And I thought about that after I avoided getting killed by a motorcycle. He was idling on into the little intersection right before a bit of railroad track. I didn't hear his motor, no light. I was lucky. This here is about as busy as the roads around here get. It's the main road that runs north-south down to the beach road. And in the other direction, looking the other way from the camera now, runs north up to Sycamore Road, which is one of the major roads in all of Thailand. Sycamore runs all the way from Bangkok down to Cambodia. That's the road I paralleled when I went south down the coast about a week or so ago. Anyway, I got about 3K on this road. Hang right onto Beach Road. Beach Road is a smaller road, but it bears about the same amount of traffic sometimes. Rush hour. Rush hour, way off province. Yeah. It's familiar seeing the Thailand riders in the back of the pickup. This here is Beach Road. That's looking back toward where I came from. Junction down about 300 meters. There's my direction. I'm about 3K down that road. Looking this way, maybe 200 meters off there is the ocean. This road just goes down along the coast the whole way. You can ride it for miles. During the day, around 1 or 2 or 3 p.m., there's hardly a vehicle on this road. Home again, home again.